It's time for the One Bar and Lupica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupica Show. I am One Bar, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about all the little rumblings coming out of the first day of practice for the Vikings at training camp. Very, very exciting. Usually, I am there at training camp getting to see these things firsthand, but this year, obviously, I'm not. So I'm going based off of everybody else's rumblings, which are overly fantastic. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the One Bar and Lupica Show. Like the videos. We're here every damn day. I've been out doing yard work. I stink. I need a shower, but damn it, I want to talk some Vikings first. Let's first stop at the offensive side of the ball. So a few things, and yes, it's only the first day of practice. These aren't going to be in 2 weeks from now or even 2 days from now. Things could be completely different, but saying some things. So let's start where everybody has questions. Everybody has concerns. Let's start on that offensive line. So Dakota Dozier was out there as our starting left guard, and Mr. Patrick Elflein was over on the right side. Kubiak already said in his press conference that he had 4 spots locked up from last year that will be carried over to this year. So, I mean, everybody's thought is it's going to be that right guard spot. Who's going to be right guard? They're assuming Pat Elflein will be out there. So, if that's the case, Dakota Dozier was at left guard. Maybe that's our new guy. Maybe Dakota Dozier. Another one they had out there was Mr. Collins. He was working at offensive tackle, and then they also moved him up to the first team left guard. So maybe that's the battle. So that one will be a very, very interesting one to watch. One note on that is Drew Samia was still with the second team right guard. Man, I'm very surprised that Drew Samia it doesn't seem like he's even getting a sniff at that starting right guard. Yes, it's early, but I was under the impression he had last year to just nice and marinate in season on the bench, and he'd come right in and be ready to roll. So we'll see. Hopefully he gets that shot, but that is a little concerning to me that Drew Samia is still just completely locked in on that second team, especially with Dakota Dozier and Pat Elflein. Jesus. All right, Ezra Cleveland. Ezra Cleveland was with the second team at guard. Something tells me Ezra Cleveland will absolutely be in that mix to take that starting spot, either right or left guard with the first team. So that'll be a fun one to watch. And let's go to wide receiver. BC Johnson and Adam Thielen were out there with the ones. Justin Jefferson was out there with the twos. That will be very short-lived. They're just getting Justin Jefferson going. They're not just going to hand that thing to him. I see in a couple days, a week, Justin Jefferson will magically be on the first team. But sounds like BC Johnson had a pretty damn good practice. When it came to the slot, Chad Beebe was our slot guy with the first team. This guy is what is it? A mole he can't get rid of. I guess he can't get rid of whatever. Chad Beebe was out there. I am under the impression that Chad Beebe is going to have a hell of a camp to make this team. Maybe I'm wrong, but he was out there with the first team at slot. And that's pretty much the big news on the offensive side of the ball. Nothing else crazy going on. Defensively, Shamar Stephan missed practice. Jeff Gladney missed practice. So defensive tackle, another one like the offensive line, that is going to be a very, very fun one to watch. Jaleel Johnson and Armon Watts were out there with the first team. Hercules Mataafa was with the second team, got a few first team reps. So, maybe he's going to be a guy that's a little bit more in the mix this year. And another note on defensive tackle, Jalen Holmes. It appears that they're trying him out at his old spot when he was with Ohio State, defensive end, which I don't think bodes very well for Jalen Holmes. If they're trying to just find another spot for him, especially at defensive end, where they got some pretty good guys. I mean, we got Wanham, we got Hunter, we got Infedible, and usually they only keep 4, maybe 5 defensive ends. So moving Jalen Holmes around, we'll see. I'm still rooting for that guy. I still think he's a guy who can get after the quarterback. But he was at defensive end, and then go to cornerback with with Jeff Gladney out. Our starters out there with the ones were Holton Hill or Mike Hughes. I don't think anyone will be surprised about that. Those are our guys. When Gladney gets back in there, I totally expect him to be fighting for one of those starting spots. Cam Dantzler, when it came to nickel, he was out there as their third corner, which gets me very excited. Cam Dantzler, I still think, is going to be one of the bigger steals when you look a year or two down the road where we got him. So seeing him already ahead of guys like Chris Boyd and some of the other depth pieces we got is very interesting. Chris Boyd was solidified on that second team. And that's about it. Safety. Yeah, there's not much to talk about. We signed Stephen Parker. Lupagus just did a video about him so you can get to know him. But that's about it from the first rumblings of the first practice. We're going to be coming at you damn near daily as far as any rumblings coming around from training camp. So remember to subscribe, like the videos. We will be back soon.